that man alone. Sis, stop stalking his page. Stop blowing up his phone. Stop cruising by his motherfucking house. Stop it. You too invested, sis. We need to go invest in some money. Hi, YouTube. Hi, family. How you doing, family? I love your family. I'm Zaddy Princess, and I am back with another video. And today, I'm going to be telling you the top 5 things to do or not to do in your 20s. Although I'm in my early 20s, I'm 22. What you want to do? I done lived enough life to the point where I feel like I'm 70, so I'm more than certified to give this advice right here. Okay? Step 1 of things to do in your 20s, sus, get your credit score up. I know we be young, we be thinking like, oh no, we need to have cash. Cash is king. We need to have money, and credit is king. You need credit for a good car. You need credit for a good apartment. You need credit for everything. If you could actually do this before your 20s, if you could be like 18 and just get a little credit card, buy an item on it, pay it off. Build your credit score up so by the time that you actually need to use the credit, you have credit to use. This is important, y'all. I wanted to put this on here as step 1 because a lot of times as like black folks, colored folks, we don't be really into credit or like that because we don't get taught on it a lot. Get your credit together, sis. Get it together. Like step 1. Right now, if you can, if you're over the age of 18, I would recommend, and you good with your money, because don't get a credit card and just run it up, because that's going to be bad credit. If you have whatever money you have sitting in your pocket, sis, you can have sitting on a credit card and be on your way to building your credit score up. And it's not easy, but it does teach you management. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. If you're responsible, get you a credit card. Step 2. I cannot stress this enough. Let me come a little closer. I'm going to get a little closer. Let's talk about this together. Stop stalking that man Instagram, sus. Yes, ma'am. I'm talking to you. Yes, sis. Leave that man Instagram alone. And while you're leaving his Instagram alone, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Sus. Lord. Because we be so focused on these dudes. We be so focused on these dudes that we don't be worrying about credit. We don't be worrying about nothing. We be just worried about them and trying to help them fight their demons. They like, baby, I'm out here fighting demons. I'm out here. Whole time, this dude, the demon that he fighting himself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, no. You have to leave, like, it's cool to date and whatnot in your 20s, but don't be in your head, don't be in a relationship where you like, I'm going to get married with this dude. I'm going to have kids for him. I'm going to do this because 10 times out of 10, his head ain't in that same mind space. And he out here running around with Sharonda and Lily and Kylie and the whole 9 and embarrassing you. And you got your whole world invested into this man. Don't invest your world in no dude, basically. Don't be worried about what he's doing because he's doing him. Sis, don't get too invested worried about you. Because if you giving you to everybody else, then you ain't got no more you for yourself. I don't know if y'all get that, but that's a word, you heard me. Stop. Like, let old brother go. We worried about checks in our 20s. We worried about credits. We worried about checks. We worried about good skin. We worried about good hair. What you want to do? We worried about bomb bodies and flat stomachs and our freaking family. And we worried about living. We worried about doing good. We're not worried about men's in our 20s. Like, can I get a comment down below? Amen on that one. If y'all feel me, can I get an amen? Okay. Step 3 is get mentally, physically, and spiritually fit. We do not talk about mental health in the black community ever. Like, what? Oh, Raekwon crazy, or oh, I don't know, he's just a little off, or oh, she'll be all right. It's just, we don't talk about mental health and how important it is, and it's really important because you can't do a lot if you're mentally broken. You can't do nothing. Like, you're going to be trying to push through it, but you cannot. And I know a lot of times as women and as girls, we are brought up to be superwoman. So we're brought up to superwoman it. We just You grow up and you put it on your shoulders and you keep it marching, and you add more to your shoulders and you keep it marching, and then you add his stuff to your shoulders or her stuff to your shoulders or their stuff to your shoulders, and you march it all, but your shoulders is not even that strong to start with, but we are expected to be strong. Cut it out. Cut that out, because sometimes being real strong is being strong enough to go get help or read a book or just learn more about yourself. Get to know you. Get to know you so you can know who you is, so you can just be like, yes, this feels, somebody trying to argue with you, you're just like, sis, it's either above me with God or you can go below me with Satan, but I'm not handling it personally. I won't do it, baby. My peace is worth more than that. And so I'm actually right now, I'm a psychology major, and this has taught me so much about how the mind works and how stress works and how our childhoods really affect us. So if you have trauma from your childhood, try to talk about it with somebody that you trust or a therapist, because it's helpful. Try to get as much of the bad weight off of you as possible. And when I'm talking about weight, I'm not talking about pounds. I'm talking about mental weight and mental stress. Get it off of you. Then the physical weight to come off, and then you just clean spiritually, mentally, physically. You just clean in your light, and that's, these are things to do. You can also do this before your 20s or after your 20s, but the 20s is really the years that you really stepping into adulthood a little bit, what you want to pie a little bit. So that's where you want to make sure you're as whole as you can be. Step 4 is breathe. I know once you hit your 20s, you feel like you already failed in life. You're like, damn, it's over for me. You 21, like, I wish I could have did more. Like, I know that's how I be feeling sometimes. So, like, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in again if need be. Just breathe sometimes. We're so hard on ourselves about we need to be doing this, we're supposed to be doing this. Just breathe sometimes. You're doing as good as you can, I'm sure. And if you're not, you're still alive, so you can always do better tomorrow or the next day or the next day. So just breathe, give yourself credit for what you have done and what you are doing, and then start sitting down and making a plan of what you will do in the future. But remember to breathe. Sometimes you just gotta pause it out. Can we get like 10 seconds of just breathing right now, y'all? Let's just, while you watching this YouTube video, just breathe with me right here. We just go. Yes. See, did that feel good? If it didn't, do it again. And if it did, amen. Okay. And another thing to do in your 20s, again, below or above, doesn't matter, but in your 20s is to stay on track. So after you do breathe, don't breathe too much. Don't be breathing, drinking, and popping pills and doing the whole nine and like, oh, well, I'm young right now. I'll get it later because I'm just breathing. Don't do too much breathing now, sis. Like, look. Stay on track with your goals. If you set a goal, do it. You want to do something, do it. Get it done. Don't be like, I'm young right now. I'll do it in my 30s, because when our 30s are here, you guys, we want to have families. We want to have money. We want to be able to relax. We don't want to have to be stressed out in our 30s because we didn't start early enough in our 20s doing something. So if you set a plan for yourself, whether it's good grades in school, whether it's I want to save this much in my bank, whether it's I want to lose this amount of weight, stay on track, because building these habits now is the most important thing you can do. So when you build the habits now, you'll have them to take with you into your older years. You will be like, oh, okay, wow, look, I already have this habit built because I did it. I used to think that a habit was built in 21 days, but then in my psychology class, I learned that a habit really takes 66 days. Crazy, right? Like, I literally my whole life thought it was 21. I don't know. But it's 66 days, so give yourself at least 66 days of whatever you want to do and stay on track with it, sis. And if you fall off one day, don't say, oh, I'll start at the end of this 66 days. I'll just restart it. Start that next day. Forget it. We bounce back around here. Yeah, we about it. We real ones. We fall off and we get right back on the track because we stand on track in our 20s. What you want to do? This was just 5 little helpful tips of things to do or not to do in your 20s. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, comment down below something you would like to see me in the future, or amen for any of the tips that I said. I love you so much. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, I love you. I'm Daddy Princess. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. That man alone, sis, stop stalking his page. Stop blowing up his phone. Stop cruising by his motherfucking house. Stop it. You too invested, sis. We need to go invest in some money. We need to go invest in something that's going to get us some change. We need to change and get some change, sis. Listen.